Hello, this is Born from Born Raw. Today I want to talk about my favorite fruits. Now, I've been on this diet since 10 months or so, and I've eaten a lot of fruit, and a lot of fruit over a long time. So what are my favorite fruits? Well, I think there's a few obvious choices. I love bananas. I love bananas, mangoes, and dates. All right. Now, why do I say all of those choices? Well, I eat a lot of bananas. I think that's my biggest one. I feel the most satisfied. It's maybe because they're also very convenient. You know, you can have a lot of it pretty quickly. It's easy to peel. Tastes good, and you have a great you feel satisfied. You have to eat a lot, of course. That's one of the things that what I like about smoothies is smoothies disguise how much you're having when you're eating in a social situation or a public situation. It stops you drawing attention to your food because you know sometimes you might want to make people see the way you're eating because it'll make them it might influence them in some way. But a lot of the time, you don't want every meal you have to affect someone in some way. You just want to eat it because you enjoy eating, and you just want to leave it at that. And that's what I like about smoothies. It's a good delivery system for me to have food. It's a good delivery system for me to have it without drawing attention. Okay. But anyway, that's slightly off topic. My favorite fruit, I would have to say number one is bananas. How much do I have? Well, if I went fully raw for the day and I was just eating bananas, I'd probably have about 30, maybe 40 bananas. I'm quite a big guy, so there is a lot of bananas I need to eat to sustain myself. Now, quantity-wise, let's just leave it at that. If we want to go more into, well, how can you eat so much? That's for another episode, not for this one. My second favorite fruit would have to be mangoes. Mangoes gives me a highly satisfactory feeling after I've eaten it. It's delicious. It's very important to have it ripe. There's overly ripe and it starts to get, slightly tangy in a way, which I don't like, but there's a sweet spot for me between ripe and too ripe. It's a small window, but yeah, I like mangoes. Mango-wise, how much would I eat? Well, as many as you can get, because mangoes, you can only eat so much, whereas I find bananas I can eat a lot more. Mangoes, I just start getting tired of it at some point, even though it's a large amount. Let me guess. I would have to say in a single day, I haven't gone fully mangoed for a day, but I've had easily 12 mangoes, breakfast, lunch, roughly. It's not that much. And then I go back to my cooked food because of it's part of my raw till form. Then dates. Dates would be third on my list. Now, dates is a strange one for me because they're so tiny and you don't need many of them to sort of get by. They're delicious. Now, it is a strange texture when you first start it. Well, let's say if you haven't had eaten a lot of dates before, you might find it a little strange. And I did have to get used to it because it's quite a unique taste. It's very sweet. The texture is a bit strange. And I remember when I first went, before I decided to go onto the raw diet, I just used to have dates as a snack because I thought it gave me certain vitamins and minerals, etc. And I couldn't eat much of them. But when I started to clean my diet up, I felt that dates were something that I enjoyed more and more and more the more I had them. And each time I have it, I almost discover a different taste about it. It's a very unique fruit. It is one of the more difficult ones for me to describe. I do love them in smoothies. It creates kind of a milkshakey type of experience. I add a few mint essence drops or vanilla essence, and it tastes like a mint milkshake or a vanilla milkshake. You have to have a lot, of course, in your smoothie. It's difficult to get a lot of dates into your diet because you need so many of them. But anyway, that's kind of digressing a bit. I would say my suggestion, in my experience, if you're going to go on to the raw diet, the 80-10-10 diet or the 95-5 diet, go big into bananas, go big into mangoes, go big into dates. For me, those were the best ones. But let me know what your favorite fruits are. What do you eat a lot of and you feel satisfied for and gives you everything you need, you feel? Instead, I'm not talking about something that you would just snack on. I'm talking about something that sustains you, that gives you satisfaction and keeps you going, gives you all the energy, all the nutrients, all the calories you need. Well, that's it. Look, there are a few fruits that I have tried that I thought would be top of my list. Persimmons, I thought it's got a great ratio. It's got, a lot of good stuff about it. I thought that would be something that I'd have a lot of, but I'd have one once in a while. It's not quite the flavor I like. I have gone through eating all of the types from fully ripe, where you just can't barely touch it without breaking it, to where it's hard and crispy. Each one is tastes pretty good, actually. Even the crispy one definitely go for the more ripe ones, the ones where it's super soft that you feel like you're going to break it. It's so soft. But it didn't keep with me. But I know a lot of people that is their favorite fruit and they have a lot of it. Melons, I have papayas and honeydews. That's nice once in a while for me. Every few days I'd have a whole one just straight into a smoothie, just blend it and drink it straight. No extra water, nothing extra, just like that. And to me, that's a very nice, refreshing drink. It doesn't make me feel satisfied, really. It just fills my stomach up and I feel I have energy, but it doesn't satisfy me. It does a lot of people. Melons satisfy a lot of people. Just doesn't seem to be me. Maybe I'll get there. I'm sure my taste will change over time, because 10 months isn't, in the scheme of things, very long. So maybe I'll be drawn to other fruits as this goes on. But at the moment, bananas, mangoes, dates. Thanks for watching. That's it for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me on Facebook and Twitter. That's it. See you soon.